everyone, welcome to TechNow Explained, where we look at how AI and emerging tech are taking sci-fi dreams and turning them into real-world gadgets. Today, we're diving into something that feels straight out of Star Wars. Real holograms you can see without special glasses. Yes, we're talking about the kind of 3D projections you can walk around and view from any angle. And guess what? The tech is already here. Imagine holding a meeting where a life-size 3D projection of your colleague appears right in front of you. No VR headset, no flat video screen, just a full hologram you can walk around like they're actually in the room. From medical training to live concerts, this isn't a movie prop anymore. Companies around the world are using volumetric displays and light field technology to make holograms you can actually see in midair. So let's unpack how this works, who's leading the way, and how close we are to making holographic communication as normal as video calls. First, let's get clear. When people say hologram, they often mean different things. A real hologram, in the technical sense, is a three-dimensional projection that recreates how light bounces off an object, so your eyes see depth naturally, from any angle. Traditional holograms are usually static, like those on credit cards, created by laser interference patterns. But modern hologram tech uses volumetric displays and light field projection to create moving, full-color, 3D images you can view without glasses. Light field tech works by emitting light rays in precise directions, recreating the way light would naturally reflect from a real object. The result is something your brain interprets as truly there. And thanks to faster processors, better projectors, and advances in AI-driven image rendering, this is no longer just a lab experiment. It's ready for real-world applications. Which brings us to the companies actually making it happen. Let's start with a name you might have seen in the news. PORTL. This company builds large holoportation booths that can project a life-size 3D image of a person in real time. They've been used for remote interviews, product launches, and even celebrity appearances, where the person is actually miles away. Another big player is Looking Glass Factory, which makes desktop and large format holographic displays. They use light field tech to render objects in full 3D, allowing designers, doctors, and educators to interact with them from multiple angles, no special glasses needed. In 2023, scientists from the University of Cambridge demonstrated a volumetric display that could project moving 3D images using nothing but light and tiny particles suspended in air. The display could even simulate touch feedback so you could feel virtual objects. And if you think concerts are just about giant screens, think again. Performers like ABBA and Tupac have appeared as holographic projections to massive audiences, blending live performance with high-tech visuals. Now that we've seen the real-world examples, let's break down the science behind them. At the core of real holograms are three main elements: light manipulation, image capture, and display hardware. First, capture systems record an object or person from multiple angles. This could be dozens of high-resolution cameras capturing every detail of movement. Then, AI algorithms process this data to generate a complete 3D model in real time. Next, projection systems, either laser-based, volumetric, or light field, recreate how light would bounce off that object in reality. This means your eyes receive slightly different images depending on your viewing angle, giving you true depth perception. Some systems use rotating LED arrays to display slices of an image so fast that your brain stitches them into a full 3D object. Others project light into a medium like mist or transparent film, which makes the hologram visible in midair. And because AI can compress and render massive amounts of visual data quickly, these holograms are becoming smoother, sharper, and more interactive. But how soon could we be making daily holographic calls instead of Zoom meetings? Let's take a look at the future. Holograms could transform how we work, learn, and socialize. Imagine a surgeon teaching a medical class by projecting a full-size, rotating 3D heart model, or architects walking clients through a life-size holographic building before a single brick is laid. The global holographic display market is expected to reach over $11 billion by 2030, driven by demand in education, healthcare, and entertainment. Tech analysts believe that within the next decade, holographic calls could become as common as smartphone video calls are today. Companies are already experimenting with smaller, portable hologram projectors that could one day sit on your desk or even be built into smartphones. However, the challenges are still cost, resolution, and making the hardware small enough for home use. But given how fast display technology and AI rendering are advancing, it's likely the first consumer-friendly hologram devices will hit the market in the next 5 to 7 years. Which brings us to why this technology matters beyond just the wow factor. Holograms aren't just a flashy sci-fi gimmick. They could fundamentally change how we communicate and share information. Instead of looking at flat images, we could interact with 3D data in real space. Instead of flying across the world for a meeting, you could stand face-to-face with someone's life-size holographic projection. And with AI making them more realistic and affordable, the dream of Star Wars-style holograms is moving from the big screen to your living room. So, if you could have a holographic call with anyone, living or dead, who would it be? Drop your answer in the comments, hit the like button if you enjoyed this, and subscribe to TechNow Explained for more tech that turns science fiction into everyday reality. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.